Welcome, everybody, to the Clearing Waivers Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Kaiser, coming at you again. Another beautiful Tuesday evening, I suppose. A little bit cloudy, a little bit rainy, but, we'll take it. Not 100 degrees, so I'll love it. With me again tonight's usual cast of co-hosts. We got Kitty. Kitty, how was your week?
It's a pretty good week. I think I may have vanquished all the fruit flies that were living in my apartment for the week.
News.
So
Yep.
Round one to me. I'm sure there'll be later rounds this year since now that I'm stuck at home, I'm eating more fresh fruit in the house. So just wait for the next one of those jerks to come around.
Just living your best life.
I have taken to every time I peel an orange or cutting up an apple, anything that's left over, throw it in a freezer bag, put it in the freezer.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if you had any pointers to get rid of them.
Resourceful.
Pretty solid.
That's my new move. So that way when take the trash out, throw that bag done, should be any issues, hopefully.
Yep, that's not bad. Also joining us again this week is Brian. Brian, how was your week?
It was great. I watched some live sports this weekend for the first time, watching those UFC fights. So I watched the prelims. I didn't pay for the pay-per-view thing, but it was nice to see sports again. And now they're talking about baseball maybe coming up here soon. So it's an exciting time. NBA's talking now. So let's hope there's no snags and nothing blows up in between now and then, and we can watch sports again soon.
Yeah, curious to see how that battle between the players' union and the owners goes. It's gonna be a damn shame if that's really what keeps us from seeing baseball this year. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I told you guys, like anytime I see any kind of here's the new proposal, I'll be like, I don't know, just tell me when it all passes and give me a start date. I don't want to hear anymore. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Rance, you're also with us again this week. How was your week, man?
Good. Finishing up our last week of school. Got to go clean up my classroom tomorrow. And started back to trying to work out today because it's been about 10 weeks since I've done much physical activity. And I think I might have tweaked my quad or hammy or something.
You might have to do a surprise episode where we just check in with Rance in 3 days and see if he's alive.
I downloaded this app that's like 7-minute workouts, just like some cardio shit, and I was fucking gassed, absolutely gassed. I'm in
like that hit training.
I'm in horrible physical specimen. It's embarrassing.
We may have to get a BMI weight loss challenge going because I just damn sure got super fat in this 8 week quarantine that we've started. I mean, I doubled down, like quadrupled down on the Little Debbie quarantine.
Oh no!
So,
oh no!
It got to the point
that just got you. That draft got you too hungry.
Just got me.
Me
too revved up for snack cakes. So, I think we had a half box left oatmeal cream pies. And I saw the calorie intake on. I was like, I can't do this. And I threw them away. So.
Wow! I thought you said you were. I thought you said you were gonna. You killed him. You knocked him down.
That's what I was gonna. That's what I was.
Then I threw the box away after I killed him, and now I'm
poured out the snacks and tossed the box.
Yeah, he threw the box away, so we had to read the calorie count.
Yeah,
Still wait the oatmeal cream pies.
Just leave him on the shelf, and the box goes.
Guilt me.
So yeah, we'll have to organize a weight loss challenge. Maybe get the sneak pissers involved. I don't know. If you got some weight to lose, let us know, and we'll see if we can get some organized. But let's move into it. This week, like Brian kind of hinted at, again, there was some more potential sports stories to kind of talk about. We're not going to do that because, again, nothing's set in stone. So there's really we're not going to waste any time on stupid. We got plenty of stupid takes for like when real shit happens. So we're going to let that slide, and we're going to get into another Shenaniganza, number 6. So a great time. I think we have a good time every time, but we're going to do it again. So let's get rolling here. The first game, per usual, the Waiver Watch Wating Game. You know the rules. You guys ready to roll?
Ready.
I got 4 movies or shows here ready for you. You're going to guess the audience score, and then we'll see who comes the closest in the 4. So first one, I brought up my favorite baseball movie of all time. Anybody remember what it was?
Angels in the Outfield.
That's a good guess, but no.
Bull Durham.
Mr. 3.
Major League 2.
Mr. 3000.
Major League 2. Bingo. My favorite baseball movie of all time, Major League 2. I brought it up. I had to re-up on that and check it out again a couple weeks ago. So what do you think the audience gave Major League 2 on Rotten Tomatoes?
I just wrote down critic score. Thanks for the reminder of audience score.
I can't wait to tell you what their critic score is, by the way.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I guess.
Let me know when you are ready.
I'm in.
I've got my audience score. That was close.
I'm in.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, Kitty, you won last week, right?
No, that was me.
No,
Brian
I did
won.
not.
Okay.
BK won.
I knew it was Kitty was out of it, and then all of a sudden he was back in it and lost in the final round. So, Brian, I'm going to have you go first. What do you think the audience gave Major League 2?
There's a lot of haters out in the streets for Major League 2. I think we talked about it previously. I don't understand it. It's funny, but whenever it comes to a sequel, people just shit all over it, whether it's justified or not. So I'm going to say it's actually rotten at 47.
47? Okay. And that brings us to Rance. Rance, what do you think the audience gave Major League 2?
I put it up there a little higher. Like Brian said, I thought it was hilarious, but I mean, I remember people talking about how shitty it was. I wrote down 58%.
58. Okay. And Kitty, what do you think?
I went a little higher than both of them. I don't remember it very much. I just remember Rick Vaughn got all hoity-toity, lost his fastball.
Got churched up.
Had to go.
He became a Shalansky.
He did become a Shalansky and lost his edge. Lost his edge. I related with him. I thought he was, that first half of the movie, he was the best character. Then really blew it in the second half. So I went with 68%.
68.
For the audience score.
I'm going to start with the critic score because I'm very happy with this. The critics on Rotten Tomato gave Major League 2 a 5.
5? Wow.
5.
Oh, my goodness.
5%?
5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Crazy.
That's by far the fucking lowest we've ever had.
I think so.
That's insane.
You know what? I actually had on my big board last week of the worst as Rotten Tomatoes critics, and goddamn it, I should have drafted them because they are the worst.
Pieces of shit.
So, yeah. 5.
That's bizarre.
The audience score, slightly higher on it. Brian came real close. It was actually 45. So, Brian missed it by 2. Rance is down 13. Kitty, real tough start for Kitty with 23 points off, but still plenty to go.
I wrote down 44 initially. Thinking,
No.
No, but I'd have been way off, though. That was my critic's guess. I'd have been way off on that one, too.
I can't believe people hated it that bad.
Yeah, me either.
That's just, it's
ridiculous.
Let's move on.
I know how I feel, Josh, with some of my movies.
Yep. Well, speaking of one of your movies, Kitty, this is one of your waiver watches that you brought in. I can't remember if you said you did watch it or you were going to watch it, but Devs on Hulu. Did you ever end up watching Devs?
No, I have watched that, yes.
I finished it last week myself.
Devs?
DEVS.
Nick Offerman's in it. It was the director and producer of Ex Machina, correct?
Yes, and Annihilation, if you've seen that.
Yep. It was.
I don't even know what you guys are saying.
Nick Offerman, Ron Swanson.
No, you said Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
What the fuck?
So we really need to do the segment we were talking about where we give Rance a title of a movie and he gives us the plot. Very interested in that, but we'll put that in Devs in development. Devs is on Hulu, on FX. Nick Offerman. And it's a tech company that's got kind of a secret project going on. And that's about all I want to tell you because it's pretty wild ride.
I'm in.
I'm down.
Okay. Go ahead. I got it.
All right, Brian, you are first to guess. What do you think the audience gave Devs?
Well, based on most of us not hearing about it, I'm going to say it's one of those movies where the audience that scored it, registered and watched it, were fans of these people coming in. So following that logic, I'm going to say the majority of them liked it, and it's going to be high, 92.
Whew, okay. You weren't kidding. High. Rance, you're up.
I mean, I'm just assuming with Kitty watching it, probably only a few hundred other people watched it, and they really probably liked it. So I put down 85%.
85.
Usually all the shit that he watches is fucking way up there on this Rotten Tomatoes.
At least for the critics, but we're looking for audience, so.
Okay.
That's true.
Yeah, true.
Kitty, what do you think your
watch
Waiver Watch got?
Watched all 8 episodes, loved it. I know at least 2 other people that watched it, so I got that going for me. And I said 94, so I'm not gonna gain much ground on K-Man.
Look out!
But I went 94, went high.
The critics gave it an 80%, so nobody got that right. The audience was actually lower on it than that.
No.
Oh God! What a slap in Kitty's face.
It is. That hurts.
The audience,
that hurts.
Audience gave it a 75%, so still pretty solid. And that's honestly pretty close. I mean, some of the things that they talk about are, I mean, way over my head, and I'm really, really smart. So,
Sure.
I have no business.
I felt the same way. Don't worry, Josh. I felt the same way.
It was pretty good, and I mean, the ending was wild. Yep.
Are we talking like Westworld weird shit here?
Yes.
I gave up on Westworld after the first season because I lost it.
Episodes here, so there you go. You're fine.
Yep.
You're good. You only got 8.
I'd still recommend it. Still recommend it. It's a good watch. It'll keep your attention even if you don't exactly know what's going on. Some brutal deaths in that.
AJ liked it as well, so there you go. You got that.
There was one particular death in that show that just I'll never forget. I mean, there are certain death scenes in movies and shows that I know, like the stabbing in Saving Private Ryan. Never forget it. They have a death scene in this that's on that level.
We'll have to talk about that post recording just to see what that one is.
Parking garage.
Oh, okay. That's all you need. That's good.
Yep. Okay, let's move on here. Let's move on.
Jesus.
The next show we're going to talk about is a Netflix original. Rance, you and I talked about it. I watched it all. You started it. I don't know if you finished it, but this is way back when you first started The Witcher on Netflix.
I got in 3 episodes and quit.
Some boobies and some sword action, so you know what that means.
I stayed for 3 episodes of the boobies, for sure.
Yeah,
we know Josh likes it if it's got sword action in there.
Swords, baby. So what did the audience give The Witcher on Netflix?
All right.
Henry Cavill, who is apparently a Chiefs and Royals fan. Maybe just a Chiefs fan.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean Albert from Count of Monte Cristo?
He was in?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
It's the craziest, like one of his first roles ever. I mean, he was probably 13 when that movie came.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the kid. Yeah, that was when I realized he was super, like, that kid bulked up.
Speaking of swords, Count of Monte Cristo.
That's some good sword play there.
Good sword play.
Yep.
Brian, you are still in the lead, so you'll be guessing first again. What did you think the audience gave The Witcher?
I'm basing this all off Rance. If he got out after 3 episodes, I'm going to guess the audience wasn't thrilled about it. So I'm going to say 46.
Okay. And Rance, you are in second place. What do you think?
I'm in the complete opposite. Like, the people that love it, like I was reading articles, like there's people raving about it. Like, is Witcher like a video game, or there's a lot of backstory to it?
It's a book series, and it was made into a video game, but they say that the show is based on the book series.
And like it just kept going back for me, and I don't know I don't know much of the backstory. That's why it was hard for me to follow. But I think probably the people that really like The Witch. I mean, I wrote down 88%.
88.
A lot of time jumps. It was really, really tough to keep up with because they don't really give you any warning. They just do it. It's very strange. It's kind of like The Last Dance.
This could go either way because, I mean, sometimes the audience will turn on you if you screw up a book or you screw up a video game.
That could be true, too.
They'll come for the throat.
Yep. Kitty.
And they do that by killing it on Rotten Tomatoes.
We'll see. Kitty, what do you think here?
It's their main recourse of action when they don't like something. Or
That's just
ruin it. Rotten Tomatoes score.
Yelp reviews.
To the internet.
I went on Rance to decide on this one. I figured all I've heard about it is boobs and swords, so I went 84.
84. Usually
It'd be
pretty
a big
good.
swing for
Usually
it'd
pretty
be a big
good
swing one way.
mix.
Kid.
All right. The critic score for The Witcher was a 67%.
Okay.
Audience score for The Witcher, 92%.
Oh God.
I knew it. I knew those dorks would love that.
Sword plays and boobies. That's all we need.
I mean, that's right up a LARPing special right there with all the swords and
We're in
shit.
real trouble, BK.
Yep. Rance
Rance
running away.
got quite the
Rance running away with this. Brian, that was not a good round for you.
Horrendous.
But you never know.
Need to hit one here.
I chose the order of this pretty well because this last one could go anyway. Brian, you're the last
Give me garbage
one
TV.
here. It is garbage TV.
Yes.
Cheer on Netflix.
Cheer.
Oh, the cheerleading?
The cheerleading.
show?
Yep. Last chance you for cheerleaders. Still have not watched it, but Brian liked it in his waiver review.
You enjoyed it, Brian?
I did.
Okay.
So Rance will be going first, and then I believe it'll be Kitty.
Yeah. And I don't think this qualifies as garbage TV, by the way.
Because it's
reality. But not
that's
garbage.
probably
I'm in.
probably
All
close.
right, I got it.
All right,
90
Rance.
days. 90-day fiance though. That's garbage.
That's garbage.
Okay. I wrote down 75%.
Okay, that's a nice safe
Yep.
safe one.
Trying to win it. Yep. Trying to get something right down the middle here.
Kitty,
Should have gone higher. I put 90.
90.
Mhm.
Brian,
Should have gone 95. I can't,
Yeah,
can't touch you, Rance. You got me.
I think this was universally loved, and I think people probably, loved every character in this. They were all over the interview circuit afterwards. More people fell in love, and they spread the good word. I'm trying to hail this exactly, and I think it's very, very high.
hit it on the head, Brian.
98%, Josh.
Mm,
Going for it.
98.
Well, I will say that none of you got it right.
Dang.
Brian, you got real close. The critic score was a 96. The audience score was a 93.
Ooh.
Kitty was the closest on that one. And let me add up these scores real quick.
Did I have enough to win?
Yeah.
I think you had
Yeah,
it.
you had the good enough lead there, Rance. I needed
Kitty
to get,
by 8.
Yep,
Yep.
correct. So it was so far. Rance, have you ever won that game?
I've not
think
been
so.
good at it. I can't say that I probably have.
I think that might have been the first waiver watch waiting.
There you go.
See you first.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Very
Feels good.
We're so proud of you.
Bingo.
Yeah, apparently people need to watch Cheer because everybody loved it. I didn't. I just wasn't paying attention. I did not see any of the interview circuits or anything there. So I just haven't watched the show. I don't know. I know a lot of them are on Cameo now.
I don't know. I mean, there's only a few people out there that were against it, obviously, but I would like to hear what their critique of it was. So if you tuned in to watch the show knowing what it was and you were disappointed,
Right. What did you
somehow,
hate?
I don't know what that would be. 'Cause
Right. I hate cheerleading.
I'm gonna watch this and then review it.
It's probably a lot of people that didn't watch it that are just like, I hate all the cheerleaders. The cheerleaders scorned me back in the day.
Or they didn't represent them well enough or some shit.
Yep. Understandable. Yeah. So let's move into Waiver Sharks, second game of our Shenaniganza. Basically give you 3 stats, and we're going to go through player by player to see if it's a higher or lower stat. Since Rance was the winner of that game, he's going to get to pick door number 1, 2, or 3 to start you out. What do you got, Rance?
Give me 2. I sucked in this game last week.
Number 2. And what's your starting point 1 through 10?
7.
7. Okay, so your category is going to be the most sacks in a career among active NFL players. They're active.
Just active.
Yep.
Just active. Yep. Okay.
Your first player is Frank Clark. Has 43 sacks in his career so far. Does Joey Bosa have more or less than 43?
Less. He's got less.
Yeah.
Joey Bosa has 40. Just 3 sacks less than Frank Clark.
Right now. That many.
He's always hurt, too.
Right. He just
I know.
I
thought he's been hurt. So I didn't think it'd be close. I thought maybe he had upper 20s or something.
I'm with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's just shocker.
Got me, too.
Okay.
Next player after Joey Bosa's 40 is Gerald McCoy. More or less than 40.
God damn, he's been around a long time. Cowboys just signed him. But he plays right up the middle, D tackle. I'm going to say he's got slightly over.
He has 59.5. So almost
Okay, so
20
he's got
more.
59.5.
Yeah.
He's got several then.
Several more.
That's impressive for a D tackle.
And I got this. I always get these. I get like the top 50 and then do a random number generator to figure out the order here. I will say in the top 35 on this list, there are a lot of D tackles on this list. I was very surprised. But your next player is going to be Michael Bennett. Yeah, more or less than 59.5.
The other guy's been around a long time.
Where is he now?
He was in Dallas. He's a free agent.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's officially retired, but he might be retired.
He's not retired yet. He wears those little hutch pads.
Yep.
Those are hilarious. They're
oh God, they're great.
I think we all had those outfits when we were kids for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
You get the little one-bar face mask, and you got Joe Montana or whoever your favorite player was, and you had
Nick Lowry.
Paper thin shoulder pads.
That's the old
exactly right.
Nick Lowry uniform.
Yep.
I'm going to say that Michael Bennett has slightly over 59.
He has 69.5. So he does have more. Very good. Speaking of D tackles, Ndamukong Suh, more or less than 69.5.
Another guy that's been around a long time.
I'd say all these guys are going to be having been around a while.
I know, but he's had some years where he hasn't been very productive. I'm going to say he's less.
He is less. He's a 58.5. Very good.
That's a lot of sacks for someone that's been a disappointment his whole career, supposedly.
Yep.
And he's had a few years where he just hasn't done much of anything.
I mean, the last 5, he hadn't done shit.
Keeps getting paid big money, though.
Yep. Next player is old Justin Houston. More or less than 58.5.
More. He had a huge year that one year. He's got to be
20
yeah,
sacks
20.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got to be well over that.
He has 89.5.
Yeah.
Woo! Good for you, Justin.
Oh, there you go.
Good stuff.
Just make the next one easy.
Justin Houston, Hall of Famer?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Okay, just a quick question. Kitty don't know who it is.
I mean,
I think
I saw today that Jared Allen is like 10th in career sacks, and he's not in the Hall of Fame. So maybe Justin Houston isn't.
Gerald Allen will surely get in. He'll have to, right?
I think so.
I would think so.
All right, sorry.
I know him. I think he did some fishing one day. Something on that, like some hunting, fishing guy.
Sounds right. Didn't he announce his retirement by literally riding off into the sunset on a horse?
I think so, yep.
Pretty awesome.
Yep, that sounds like him.
Next player is Geno Atkins. I don't think that's super easy, but
Kitty knows him.
Have more or less than 89.5. One of the Chiefs to trade for him last year.
He's got less.
Geno Atkins
contract still working through.
Has 75.5 sacks in his career.
I know he's been good, but 89 is
he's been so good. Yeah.
Next player,
he's still got 2 more years on a contract left.
Yeah, something like that. But I think they can probably get out of it after this season, I think is what I saw. So I was ready to trade for him last year and then pay him this year.
He's still productive enough. I think they're run with him. They don't cut guys very easily.
Next
Don't like
player
to admit mistakes.
is Cameron Hayward, more or less than 75.5.
Less.
He does have less. He's only at 54. Only.
He's on a roll, folks.
He
Goodness
has
gracious. He's gonna do it.
two more left to sweep it. Next player is Von Miller. More or less than 54.
Pretty good. I'm going to say he's got a little bit over 54, more.
He does have a little bit over 54. He has 106.
Oh, only double.
I think he is the active leader, actually.
You know, I would have never guessed he had that. How long has he been around?
I mean,
that means he's going to get the sweep too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Just say less now, Rance.
Should have left that, but Robert Quinn.
Yeah, I don't think he would have said more than 100 for anybody.
Yeah.
So I think we're okay. I'm not too worried about that.
Robert Quinn's had some good years.
Robert Quinn has 80.5. So yeah, full sweep, nine correct answers, really 8 and a gimme. But who's counting? Well done.
No one's going to say more than some guy's got 106 sacks.
Yep.
I don't think so.
Is he the active leader?
I can barely say
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Have to be.
So, yeah, and it's kind of surprising. All those dudes, he was probably him and Bosa and Clark are definitely the youngest of the group. And Bosa and Clark are both 40 and 43, and Von Miller is 106.
Golly.
That's good.
I did not
He didn't
know
even play
that.
last year.
Good.
Right. He missed most of the year last year, didn't he?
Yeah, it didn't do much.
Yep. So let's get on to Kitty. Kitty, it's your turn. Do you want to pick door number 1 or 3?
Let's do door number 1.
That is the incorrect answer. Great job. Your category is
Says you.
hits in the Major League postseason.
Oh, boy.
Mm.
This is going to be tough.
So 1 through 10,
Let's
Kitty, what do you got?
Let's just start at 1.
Number 1.
It's the wrong category. It doesn't really matter, does it?
Old Bernie Williams has
70,000 hits.
128 hits in the postseason in his career.
Yeah.
Does Yadier Molina have more or less than 128?
Ooh, good name. Good name.
Tough one right off.
He better have less.
Is that your answer?
That's less. I'm going
It
less.
is less. He has 95.
Oh, good.
Your next player is Kenny Lofton, more or less than 95.
Oh, man. He played a lot of those Indians teams. That is a
Those
tough
Indian
question.
teams were fun to watch.
Yeah,
Man.
they were.
Young man Ram.
I'm going to go
Bell.
over for Kenny. I'm
Justice.
going to go over for Kenny Lofton.
Correct. Well done. He had 97.
Oh,
just,
man.
just above.
Nice job, man. That's a tough one.
Wow.
I thought that was going to
That
get you
was-
for sure.
I didn't have any actual real
Lofton might have
information. I
got
just-
in with another team, too. Didn't he play for the Braves? Did
Yeah,
he
he-
get in?
I think he may have had some. That's what I was thinking. He may have had some Braves years too.
Yeah.
Good one. Next player is Jorge Posada, more or less than 97.
It's all this fucking Yankees and Cardinals.
You're going to
list.
drudge through this shit. There's a
Uh,
reason why I said that was the wrong answer.
Jorge Posada. I felt like Bernie had such a better postseason career that they seemed to just act like he was the best. I'm going to go less than Kenny Lofton for Posada.
He had 103, slightly more.
Damn it. That was
Good run.
not a
though.
good run.
Yeah, it was.
I'm probably more impressed with you getting Kenny Lofton than I was impressed with any of Rance's.
Damn.
That's a tough category. I was kind of hoping we get to David Justice because he ended up on this list, and I was really interested to see what you guys thought. I guess how many? Yeah, that's going to be tough to do. He had 89
Let's do more or less than
postseason hits.
89. Okay. The problem with it sounds like the problem with this list is it's all going to be a bunch of guys that had 85 to 110 hits,
Right.
all right on top of each other.
Derek
Lofton
Jeter
played
is-
for a ton of teams after.
I mean,
Cleveland.
Jeter's probably got 200.
he is at 200. You nailed it. Well done.
Mr. Same in October as every other fucking month of his career, but everyone thinks he's the greatest of all time in October.
He just had a lot of he was
he's had a lot of he's played all the time.
I think he's number 1 in the postseason hit category. Well, Kitty, you got 2.
Slap hitting singles.
2 is not bad for that brutal category, but we're going to move on to door number 3 for Brian. Brian, pick 1 through 10.
6.
Number 6. Your category is steals in a career for the NBA/ABA.
Oh, steals?
Jesus. Going all the way back to the ABA days.
This is horrendous.
None of these are. I don't think nobody played in the ABA. It was just to get technical.
That helps.
So your first player is Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
He had 1,620 steals in his career.
Sounds like a lot.
Does LeBron James have more or less steals than that?
Shit.
That's a tough one off the bat.
Fuck, you're finished.
Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, Dwayne had a long career, and he's a pretty good defender. I feel like LeBron's steals aren't really his forte. I'm going to say LeBron has less.
LeBron James has 2,011
steals.
Shit!
Way
more. Just blew him out of the water.
That's crazy.
LeBron James is number 14 on the most steals in a career list.
Holy shit.
Goodness.
That's nuts.
Jordan is at number 3 at 2,514.
Where's the glove?
Crazy.
The glove is number 4 at 2,445. So Jordan has more steals than the glove, known for his defense.
What an ultimate act of disrespect, though. Goddamn.
So Rance trying to run away with this Shenaniganza.
That went out like I figured.
Going to work.
2 first places running this shit. I will say that the clearing wagers is going to get very interesting. So before we get to that, we're going to do everybody's favorite game, the categories.
Fuck.
Rance, you're going to get to lead us off once again. Do you want door number 1, 2, or 3 for the categories game?
I went with 2. I mean, I can't go away from it. Give me 2.
2. All right.
Huge mistake.
You are notorious for buying time here because every time I give you the category, you're like, wait, what? Wait, whoa. Nah, none of that this week.
Called him out last week on it.
Yeah,
you said sea creatures.
I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory.
That seems pretty obvious.
Yeah, I don't know what
creatures in the sea or the ocean.
Oh, now you guys are hating because I've been kicking ass the last 2 games.
Exactly.
And,
no nothing else to do.
Holy shit.
You're just mad because there are no birds in the ocean creature category.
Yeah, that's right up my alley, birds.
Well, I'm very much looking forward to your birds in this category. So get to thinking on that. Your category is going to be cartoon characters. And go.
Bugs Bunny, Scooby-Doo, Daffy Duck, Elmer Fudd, Foghorn Leghorn, Tom and Jerry, Shaggy,
Time.
fucking Fred.
Well done.
That's
8.
good.
Yep. 8 is
well
solid.
done. I would have got like
nice
2.
Of cartoon characters?
Yeah. That would have been a Braid Fart City for sure.
Man, well done on Tom and Jerry. I mean,
kidding.
That's a quick duo there.
One of my favorites of all time.
Yep. Very good.
I knew I would have gone straight to the Simpsons and just started rattling off jokes.
Yep. That'd be fine. You did get 1 bird in there, right, Daffy?
I got Daffy in.
Yeah. All right. You represented.
You probably forgot Heckle and Jekyll on there.
Heckle and Jekyll.
Don't know that reference.
Those were a couple bird cartoon characters. You guys,
should have said Woody.
You're not old enough.
Should have said Woody Woodpecker.
That's right.
I'd have gotten that one.
I guess my old ass is too watching too many old cartoons. Heckle and Jekyll.
just went way. Heckle and Yeckle or whatever the shit. Kitty, you're up next. Door number 1 or 3.
All right. So number 1.
Thank God.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's good. I'm not sure if it's good or bad here. He's laughing about it.
He's excited.
Your category is superheroes. And go.
Iron Man, the Hulk, Captain America. Oh, Jesus. Thor. Is Loki a superhero?
Time.
Stupid asshole. Damn it.
You got 5, Josh.
Mm-hmm.
You got 5.
You got 5.
All right, 5.
4 or 5.
You can't say fucking Batman, Spider-Man, Superman.
I got on Avengers and I just got stuck and forgot everything.
That'll teach you for making fun of the game or the game maker,
I
motherfucker.
figured I could get through. I've seen the movie. Figured I could have got through them all, but no clue.
No clue.
Forgot all their names.
Not all
Forgot
surprised.
Hawkeye, Black Widow.
Yeah, super sky.
I feel pretty confident I'm going to go 3-0 now that Brian's up.
Brian's category is the wrong answer. Your category, Brian, is U.S. presidents.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
And go.
Trump, Obama, Bush, George Washington, Abe Lincoln, Thomas Jefferson,
Oh, man.
Harry Truman.
Time.
Oh, nice.
I counted 8.
I got 8
God.
too.
Yeah, that's what he got.
The old Bush and Bush.
That was
You should have went
clever.
Roosevelt,
I like that.
Roosevelt.
That's
Yeah, another option of that, right?
Adams.
Yeah.
8, not bad. And you didn't say Benjamin Franklin, which is good.
I would have tried to go back to the beginning. Remember the beginning assholes, and I probably
You
would
did
have
good,
got
wouldn't have made it
7 in
far.
or 4 in.
Backtrack, and that's good. Nice job.
God.
That might be the best you've ever performed
I was
on
going to
this
say, that's
category.
pretty
Last
solid.
2 weeks.
Look at you, knowing your presidents.
Captain
they don't.
President here.
It was
So,
about to get real quiet.
Going into the final game,
I'm just
Clearing
kidding.
Wagers, Rance is out to a real solid lead, 8.5. Commanding lead, some could say. 8.5 points for Rance. Kitty is at 5. Brian is at 4.5. Well done.
Hey.
Go into Clearing Wagers here. I did something a little bit special to spice things up here on our 6th Shenaniganza. All of these have been done before.
Oh, God. I knew you were going to do this.
Oh, look at this guy.
I'm going to force the action here, and I'm going to need to see some negative bids because I want
no.
hell to break loose right now. So, since Rance is leading here, he's going to be the first one to wager. And the first stat or first player that I'm looking for is who had the most points per game in the NBA in this season that was just put on ice.
God damn it. And I had this
You
question,
had
I
this.
think.
Yep, you did. So, again, you can, if you know the player, you'd bid 0. If you need some hints, you have 1 through 6 to wager, and we'll move on to whoever is next.
Give me 2 clues.
2 clues. Kitty,
Do -3.
-3.
God, that's what I was going to say.
Go. Brian, do you think you can get to 4 or more?
So what it would be?
Rance is regretting his.
I'm going to go -4.
I couldn't. I don't know. What if I had one of the other those last 3?
I think you could probably get to 4.
Is it my turn to tell him to name it?
Yes. Yep. Brian's got to get the player and 4 correct clues. He's got to give them to me. So, Brian, first give me the player.
Probably have the wrong player, too. I'm going to say James Harden.
Okay. What are the
That
clues
right?
you got for me? I don't know. We'll see.
All right. His current team's the Rockets. Last number worn is 13. Team that
He's
drafted
looking
him
at
was the.
something. He's looking at something.
I'm looking at the clues here.
Yep.
team that
If he
drafted him.
if he gives us the right amount of All-Star game appearances, then we'll know something's fucking
we know.
screwy.
Are you done yet? Jesus, let me finish. I might be able to tell you all of these, Josh.
You said Harden. You said
he
the
did.
number he wore was 13.
Yep.
You said the team
Plays
that
for the
drafted him
Rockets.
was the
Plays for the
Thunder.
Rockets.
Drafted by the Thunder.
Okay.
His last amateur team was the Arizona State Sun Devils. His nickname's the Beard. And his All-Stars are 13.
It's getting greedy now.
They are getting greedy, showing off. You got 5 out of 6 correct there.
He has 13 All-Star games.
He
9?
has 8. Yep.
8.
Brian
Negative
coming out
4.
super hot with 4.
I love this game.
Son of a bitch.
So I can take 2 away from each one of them?
If that's what you want. Yep.
Do that.
Okay.
I wasn't sure on. I couldn't remember his number.
Yep. Brian's got numbers on jersey numbers locked down for sure. If anybody's going to get
that's
jersey
cursed,
numbers,
though.
One of my-
yes.
It was a curse for me whenever you told me that Danny Manning had number 5 in the NBA because no chance I was saying Danny
That
Manning.
was the one.
Even though he should have been the obvious name.
I was going to say, was he on your radar when I didn't say number 5?
He was
Not
not
really.
on my radar at all. That question.
Yeah.
Should have been.
Yep.
So how many points do I get? Did I just get
You
the duck?
just got the 1. Wait. You get 2 for a correct answer. I'm sorry.
All
You
right.
get
So
2.
it's 2 to -2.
Correct. Yep.
Oh my
And
Come
depending
and get it, boys.
on where you guys are standing, this will affect your overall standing. So you guys need to step your game up and get back into the positives here. The next
Let's
one
go.
here gonna be Kitty starting us off with the wagering. This is going to be the NFL, come from the NFL, the most rushing attempts in a season.
I don't remember this question.
I think this was probably the first one I came up with.
Oh man, most rushing attempts in a season.
Yep. Ran that dude till his wheels fell off.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Got a couple names in my head right now.
Kitty's wagering first, and then to Brian.
I just don't know if I know many of the other answers outside of him. I'm gonna crap.
You're
I
gonna
can't
crap?
remember who this is.
Don't crap,
Crap
man.
your-
Thinking about it.
Gonna crap your
I'll do.
pants.
Give me 3 clues.
3 clues.
I cannot think of who it is. I'm not sure.
Brian,
Give me 2 clues.
2 clues. Rance.
I guess name it, Brian. Fuck.
I'm pretty sure Brian had this last time.
And I messed it up.
I just can.
The 2 clues that you get are that he made 2 Pro Bowls. The last number he wore was the number 23.
Oh, Larry Johnson.
Correct. Well
I
done.
remember that 23
Mm.
screwed me up.
Gosh dang it.
I could not. I would never would have got to that.
He got the
See all that
block
Swift
some reason.
right there?
416 times in a season.
So that's 2 points for BK.
Brian's at
Damn it.
4 points. You guys are both at -2. Still anybody's game though. We can
And I
get
have the
real
worst
crazy.
memory ever here.
It just takes one person to
Apparently not.
get a -4 clue, and this could be a tie game again. So I'm very
We're getting
interested to see how
worked.
this goes here.
Fuck.
Next one's going to be Brian starting the bidding off. This is going to be the most NFL MVP awards in a career.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I think I got a name.
This is not the sweetest fruit. It's pretty fucking sweet, though.
God.
Come on then, hot dot.
You could absolutely bury them with a good
Yeah.
round this round.
Step on our fucking throats then.
Mhm.
You're so good.
You're so good.
So I'm going to say -5.
5.
Oh my God.
Oh, what an ass.
Rance, you're up next. Do you think you can get that? How many Pro Bowls he played in?
Oh, fuck no. And if he gets this, something's going on. If he gets all these.
I could get these easily.
Delusion of thought.
Easily.
I think I can
I
get
may have the wrong
fives
answer.
Brian might have the wrong player, but
Kitty, what are you going to
I
do?
don't know if I have. I'm not sure if I can get 5. I can probably do 4. But
I think it's to Rance.
Yeah,
Rance told him.
Well,
Yeah,
then
I
Kitty,
can't.
it doesn't matter what Kitty does then.
Oh, okay. Well, then just name it, I guess.
No,
Brian.
but I'll definitely call collusion with you, Rance. I'm good there.
Brian,
All
what
right.
do you got?
Is it Peyton Manning?
Okay. I don't
Is
know.
that the right answer?
I mean, who knows?
He can't say that.
Who really knows?
If it's not, then I lose it already.
I just want to continue your wrong answers. If this is
Yeah,
All right.
Let's see how good you really are.
I've got Peyton Manning, last amateur team, Tennessee, team that drafted him, the Colts, last one number 18, last team he played for the Broncos, and his nickname's the Sheriff.
That's correct.
Bang!
Damn it. No, I can't get these fucking numbers.
Who's got?
Would you have accepted nickname as Fetus Head?
I mean, not directly, but I mean, I don't hate it.
That seems like a legit nickname.
So,
what is that?
Brian, you have 5 points to deduct from everybody. Right now,
Yep.
Rance is in the lead of the whole game at 8.5 points. Kitty's at 5, but they both have -2 at the moment. So, what do you want to do?
This is a fucking ass kicking.
Yep, this is an
Really
absolute beatdown.
And Rance is making all kinds of accusations, so take all 5 away from Rance, please.
You do that anyway. You've always just had a fucking hatred for me. It doesn't matter.
Round 1, I took 2 away from both of you.
That's true. He did. Got me.
The smart move would have been taking them all from you.
Well, the good news is, Rance, that you're going to lead off the bidding in the easiest one that I have here.
Better be good.
I'm finished.
This is the most home runs in a career in the MLB.
Most
Rance,
home runs in a career.
Yep.
Okay, I know who that is.
Okay. Do you want to say 0, or do you want to try to get into some negative bids and tell us some of the facts about this guy? Last amateur team, last team period, team that drafted him.
Let me amateur. Last team.
He played for professional team.
College. It don't have to be in any certain order, does it?
Nope, you could pick any of the 6.
Okay.
The last amateur team he played for, the last team they played for, the team that drafted him,
Mm-hmm.
the jersey number he wore, number of all-star appearances, and his nickname.
I can do it -3.
3. Go to Kitty. Can you get less or more, however you?
Son of a bee sting.
3 was my
numbers.
number.
I hate. Wish I could remember someone's number for once in my damn life. Because I remember there was a drafted player who drafted him was. Go ahead, Rance. Name it. Damn it!
Did trip somebody up the last time. So
Yep.
Rance, you said 3, right?
Yeah, -3. Yeah.
All right, who you got?
Barry Bonds.
Okay.
Okay. Last team he played for was the Giants, San Francisco Giants.
Okay.
He went to Arizona State,
Okay.
and his jersey number was 20. Fuck me.
It's an interesting number on the jersey.
I like that number a lot. 20. Fuck me.
Number 24.
Oh! Oh, yes.
It's number 25, wasn't it?
25.
It was 25.
Damn it! I wanted to fucking give you -3. Fuck, I wanted to so bad.
So
He was drafted by the Giants, too. That's
By
stumped us
Giants
last
also,
time.
right?
That's the thing, because he started off with the Pirates, and that I couldn't.
I should have gone 4.
Man, that fucking burns me up.
I forgot he went to Arizona State, though.
Because I wanted a piece
I
of
should've gone
Kaiser's
4.
ass. I wanted to take away those points.
Oh, I wanted
fucking
4.
choked.
I should have gone
Fuck, I
4 then.
choked.
Damn it.
God
I had
damn
4.
it.
I didn't trust myself.
I
Rance,
choked.
I think you were the one who brought it up that he went to Arizona State though when he came up the first time.
Yeah,
With
that
nicknames,
is right.
Bones. Is that the Bone? Is Bones the
Bones.
nickname that we call him?
That's it.
He
He had a few of them that we never heard of.
Yeah, Bones was one of them. The Hormone King, the Sultan of Shot, and the Asterisk.
The asterisk.
Sultan of Shot. I mean, those are 3 solid nicknames. Maybe post-career nicknames.
Oh
Bunch of
yeah, like we
haters.
said, nobody said those to his face for sure.
No
So we
way.
each get 1 point, right?
Yes, Kitty, you're at -1. Brian is at +7. Rance is at -7. So
Just save it.
it's a real
God,
good
I'm
showing.
so glad you said 24.
God,
Yeah.
I fucking choked.
There was a lot
I
riding
was
on
just-
that one.
Fucking fueled by hatred for you. And I blew it. Fuck, I blew it.
Let's do this last one here.
20 fuck me.
I believe we have the title of our episode.
Yep.
Episode 28. 20 fuck me. So this last one came up last week. Hope it's ripe in your brains. And Kitty's going to start off the bidding. This one is the most rushing yards in a season by an SEC running back.
Yep.
Said it last week. Kitty
Okay.
Wishing he didn't smoke so much weed.
It just came to me. I think. God, I hope so.
Mm-hmm. It's in there somewhere.
Let's see. I need to get so many points to catch BK. And I don't know nearly enough of these answers. It's a real bummer.
I think I could have, because it was fresh in my mind, I could probably get 5 of the 6.
-2. What I
-2.
got? What I'm thinking right now.
Okay. Brian,
Damn
what do you
it.
got?
-4.
4? That's what I figured. Rance, do you want to try to go
What do
for
you got,
5?
Rance?
I have 3 of them written down. I can't get the 5. I guess name that player. That fucking sickens me to even say that to him. I can't even stand to look at him on this fucking video.
Yep. It's real tough. Real tough.
Well, what's
Man.
funny is I think
Oh,
the number might be the one that trips me up here.
Ooh, okay. You said 4, right?
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
He said 5.
No, because you
I
were
said-
having to say 5.
I asked you if you could do 5.
Oh, okay.
Brian has 4.
And I don't think he has a super obvious nickname that I can remember. All stars are a toss up.
He
So-
100% does.
It's Derrick Henry. The last amateur team was Alabama. Team that drafted him was Titans. Current team Titans. Last number worn 22. Because he was
No.
number 2 in Alabama.
That's correct. Well done.
All right.
good God.
Anybody got his nickname? I'm really disappointed in you. You don't have his nickname.
The Beast.
Tractor Cito.
Oh, Tractor Cito.
He had 1
hell?
Pro
No
Bowl.
No one's ever said that.
Brian, you have 4 points to remove from someone.
That nickname is like the one that like Mitch Holthus tried to give Larry Johnson over and over and over again and never stuck. He'd always say
Right.
the Centaur.
Playoff Damien.
Yeah. I remember that.
He always called him the Centaur, and no one else called him that. But
Interesting. Oh, it's kind of like Hudler giving Kelvin Herrera the El Toro Ole. Hated it. Every time he said it, I just pissed me the fuck off.
Calling Paolo Orlando Paolo Homo. That was fucking weird.
He doubled down on it too. He said it again.
He sure did.
No, he didn't.
Brian,
he corrected himself.
He just paused.
He paused.
He paused real long. He goes, now he's Paolo.
Game-winning Homero.
Or Homero.
Because he kept calling him Paulo Triple O all day.
Double O, Paulo Triple O, Double O, because he did the 2 days.
And he said Paulo game-winning Homo.
So Brian is the only one who ended up with positive points there. He could still deduct
Barry Bonds. I should have gone for it.
4 points from these two guys, and I will say that you could go ahead and almost cancel out both of their points entirely, but you can determine second place if you really cared.
Doesn't matter.
Just do what I want you to do.
You can take 4 off me. I don't give a shit.
It's not what I want you to do.
I know it's not what you want to do either.
Kitty, you've put on one pathetic display in this Shenaniganza. I know that for a fact. Come on, Brian, take them all away from me. You know that's what you want to do. Don't think about it. Just fucking do it, pussy.
That's what I want you. That's what I want him to do. That's what I want him to do so badly.
Let's take 4 away from Rance, Josh.
Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah, do it.
So Rance is ending up with minus 2.5 points after coming out with just an absolute rocket start.
This is bullshit. I have fucking dominated this entire deal, and one game's going to be able to make me get third. That is a fucking crock.
That's why that last game's so exciting.
It is very exciting. Very exciting. Brian's going to be the winner at 7.5 points. Kitty has 4 points. Rance is at negative 2.5 points.
Back to back.
Better luck next time, Rance.
I got the trivia question. I hope none of you fuckers get any of them right.
Well, speaking of, let's get into the regular shenanigans for the evening, starting off with designated for assignment. Last week, Brian came with the Andy Dalton question that we took down with relative ease. But I did give Kitty the overall win. So he's at now 3 victories. I'm at 2. Rance is at 1. Brian is still waiting for his first one. This week, Rance is going to have the question. The order of guessing is going to be Brian, then me, then Kitty. So Rance, go for it.
My heart rate is just fucking pumping. Man, I'm pissed.
That's,
okay.
Good news.
So I went with, the Last Dance documentary. I was looking up some numbers, Michael Jordan being the 5th all-time leading scorer, and how many threes. I was just curious how many threes that he made in his career. Come to find out, I was looking at Basketball Reference. He's only made 581 threes in his career. Thought it would be considerably more than that, but never known as a great shooter. Way down the list. So what I decided, my question is, come up with all-time leading three-point shooters in makes in the NBA. Now, I'm going to give you one clue. I'm going to top 10, and all of these guys have played in the last 10 or 15 years because, the threes become more prevalent. Yeah. So top 10 three-pointers makes in the NBA for career. 10 guys.
So Brian is the first to guess.
Go ahead, Brian. And remember, like I said, all these guys have played in the last 10 or 15 years, if that helps. I hope it doesn't.
I've just got a bunch of current guys going through my head.
Several current guys on this list.
James Harden's been around long enough. Hopefully, be on there.
James Harden is number 5. He's made 2,296 threes.
Man, that's crazy.
How many?
2,296.
I thought you said just a few more than Jordan. Jesus.
And that's crazy because
game.
Jordan played 15 years, and for him to only have that many 3 makes is mind-blowing to me.
I'm going with Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller is 2 on the list with 2,560.
Good pull, Josh.
I'm going to go with Steph Curry.
Steph Curry is 3 on the list, 2,495.
Holy shit.
Yep.
He makes like 600, like 400 a year now. It's ridiculous. He makes at least 3.5, 4 a game.
That's still wild to me.
It is. It's.
How about Kevin Durant?
Let's see here.
Kevin Durant is not on this list. And I couldn't tell you exactly where he's at. I didn't look way down, but he's not on there.
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen is number 1 with 2,973 threes.
Wow.
Good call.
Okay, you guys got 4 out of the top. You got 4 out of the top 5.
I'm going to go with Dirk.
So close. Dirk was actually 11th on this list.
Oof.
Damn it.
Good, great guess.
God, that's tough luck.
Yep.
I do remember that.
To me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, to you, BK.
How about John Stockton?
No Johnny Stockton on this
Dang.
list.
2 for me options.
I mean, let's just keep it in Splash City and say Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson is not on this list. Not in top 10. He may be one day, but not right now.
I am struggling to come up with names now. Let's see. 3-pointers made.
Think about shooters in the last 10 or 15 years.
Just the stupidest name came in my head.
You're not ready for a clue yet, are you?
Nope.
No, not yet. Oh, the stupidest name just came in my head. Don't want to say him.
Do it.
Laughed out of the room.
Shaquille O'Neal. Damn it, that was going to be my next guess.
Oh, man. I guess based on timer, I'm just going to say something stupid. Kevin Martin.
Who? Kevin Martin?
Yeah, exactly.
Kenyon Martin?
The Sacramento kid.
Kevin Martin had a funky shot. He is not on this list.
Yeah, I didn't think
Sorry.
so.
I'm on my final option here.
Okay, Brian, so what kind of clue you want here?
Name.
Well,
I'll just go for it.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, Josh only got one option used, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I don't think I qualify for an option or a hint yet. I'm just going to go for the name. And my God, he's been shooting threes for a long time.
Sure. Give it to me then. I think you know.
Kyle Korver.
Absolutely. Number 4, 2,437.
Good pull.
That's embarrassing.
Yep.
I'm still alive, baby.
So
the rest of the NBA should be. That's crazy to me that he's number 4.
Yep.
But that's all he does. I mean, he hits, three threes a game probably. He literally just stands out there and chucks threes.
So I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm going to give you – just want to tell you, out of the next 4 or 5 guys, it's 6 through 10, all of these guys – none of these guys are active right now, and one is retiring this year.
Ooh.
And when I say active, they're not on an NBA team right now.
Right.
I mean, I only
and one of them is going to retire this year.
Well,
and will be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
Josh's turn to pick.
The one I'm probably most comfortable with is Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce is 9th on this list at
Nice. Wow.
2,143.
Damn, I thought about him. I didn't.
Not the one that I thought you would get, but nice job.
Good one.
So, Kitty, you got 3 strikes, correct?
I have 2. I'm about to get a 3rd.
Okay. So you got 6, 7, 8, and 10 left.
I just didn't shoot that many threes. The only name I can think of right now is Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade is
He
not
didn't
on
shoot
this
enough.
list.
Yeah, he didn't shoot enough threes.
So BK's got 2 strikes. Josh has still got just 1, correct?
I think
Yep.
so.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Okay.
rack my brain with who's retiring this year, because that should be a pretty obvious hint, I would
There's
think.
only
Yeah,
one
it
other
should
one than I know of, and I would not have taken him to be anywhere near this.
I can't think of who it is. Who's
Well,
announced?
I'm gonna go past that and pull an old name here.
Okay.
This may be trying to get too cute, but I'm gonna say Mark Price.
No, not Mark Price was not on this list. Not in the top 10, but that's a great guess. I kind of like to see where he was. But like I said, all
Good
these
work,
guys
Josh.
have played in the last 10, 15 years.
So I've got other names written down, Josh. If you want to hear them?
So are we to the team portion?
I think we got it one more option before we're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh gets one more.
I remember he was Splash City back in like the old NBA Live days, but Steve Nash.
Great guess, but he's not on this list.
Oh,
That's a good guess, man.
that is a good one.
I need to see where he's at. He can't
Totally
be too
forgot
far
about
off.
Right.
All right, so team portion. The other retiree that I didn't think would be anywhere near this is Vince Carter.
Oh, he might because he's just been playing so long.
Just played
Yeah.
all so.
I
long.
can't think of anyone else that's retiring this year, but
Right.
Is he
maybe let's
retired?
do what's BK.
Yeah, he's retiring.
I'm pretty sure he is. What do you got written down there, BK?
So I've got Dan Marley, Matt Miller, Allen Iverson, Tim Hardaway. Those are the guys that aren't active
I don't-
anymore.
Right, I don't know any. You got me.
What
I
about
have no clue.
old Chauncey Billups?
That'd be a good guess, I think. He played a long time.
I would not against that one.
Pippen?
I'm going to say one of the
Pippen, no.
guys were point guards. The other two were more by 6-man type players.
Say
that
that
helps.
again.
More 6-man.
Okay, so one of the guys, the Hall of Fame point guard. The other 2 guys are more like 6-man guy specialists. Could score.
The
but
Matt Miller type.
Antoine Walker.
Right, yeah.
Not Hall of Famers or anything.
Point guard.
I mean,
that's
Chauncey
does mean
Billups
that
is a
Chauncey
point
look.
guard.
Maybe Vince Carter's not. Then if it's all or maybe he could still be on the list.
Well, that's not counting.
Right.
Not counting the one that's going to be retiring this year.
I mean,
That's
that sure
retiring.
sounds like Vince
Yeah, okay.
Carter is the guy.
I
Yeah.
would use that.
I think so too.
Let's
go
just
with
go
that
with
one.
Vince Carter.
Okay, Vince Carter is 6th on the list with 2,293s.
What the fuck? 6th. That is wild to me. Okay.
I mean, Allen Iverson
It
could be
is.
the Hall of Fame point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible.
Did he have
I'm trying
that
to think
much
who
of a
else.
shot though?
He
Shot a
more of
lot.
a elbow shooter, jump shot.
I don't hate
More
the
of
Tim
elbow
Hardaway
to the-
pick
to the
now at
paint.
all either.
Surely Steve Kerr didn't have enough.
Yeah.
I have no clue, man. There's 2 6-men in the point guard.
What you going with, man?
I like the Iverson pick. Let's do that.
Incorrect.
Was it Chauncey?
Jason Kidd,
Yeah, makes sense.
1,988 threes. He ranked 10th on the list, and number 7 was Jason Terry, 2,282.
Oh, the
And
Jet.
number 8 And number 8, I think you, Brian and Kitty, you guys will Jamal Crawford.
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
he gets
Oh,
That's
there
buckets.
you go.
2,223
6 man, yeah.
in his career.
Comes
Yeah.
in that second unit and just lights it up.
I still would have never
Yeah.
guessed him.
Yeah.
No,
I know the last couple were tough. You guys got off to a great start, though.
Speaking of Jason,
those are good.
he's number 2 on the steals, most steals in a career, 2,684.
He was a stat stuffer.
Number 10. He was a fucking awful shooter in college, and when he first came in the league, just could not shoot at all.
Horrible.
Just pathetic.
Hey, Rance, you got to win tonight.
Good question. Rance gets a dub,
Rance
and I
just-
also got a dub. So
Stop winning.
Rance can't stop until Brian gets involved.
Yep. And he ruins it.
It just ruins everything. So Rance is going to be leading off to keep, trade, cut, or do you want me to? I'll give you your
I'd
choice.
like to see you go first.
Okay.
I'll go second.
All right. So this week's keep, trade, cut, we've kind of moved into the celebrity realm a little bit. This game's kind of based off the Fuck, Marry, Kill game. So this time we're going to kind of get into the celebrities. And we're not playing Fuck, Marry, Kill, but, I mean, it's kind of what it's based on. The 3 celebrities we've got tonight, basically what we're going to do is you're going to completely wipe them from your memory or any of your sensory perceptions. So you can go see a movie with them in it, but they are going to be blurred and muted the entire time. You'll never realize who they are. You'll never remember them. They'll be completely wiped from your mainframe entirely. So we're going to trade, and we're going to cut these 3. Ryan Baby Goose Gosling, Ryan Van Wilder Reynolds, and Chris Andy Dwyer Pratt. I think this was a very tough one personally. So I'll get into my picks here. I'm going to – let's start with the trade. I'm trading old Baby Goose. I think that he's not in my top 2, but he's probably got the most trade value of the 3 in my opinion. So I'm going to trade Ryan Gosling, and I'm going to trade him for just the ability to watch him in Crazy Stupid Love. Love that movie. Very good movie.
What?
Great movie. Great Gosling performance.
Okay.
So I'm going to trade Ryan Gosling, leaving Ryan Reynolds and Chris Pratt.
I can't believe that's the one you want to watch with him. That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
I was hoping I'd get somebody's gourd. I'm going to cut Chris Pratt. Very tough loss. Very tough loss. I mean, Parks and Rec's one of my favorite shows. Obviously, I'm a Marvel Cinematic Universe guy. Very tough to see him go, but I just got to keep – I love Ryan Reynolds so much.
That's shocking.
He's basically the same guy in every role he's in, but he's born to play Deadpool, and I love Deadpool. So keeping Ryan Reynolds, cutting Chris Pratt, too bad. But I do stand by my pick of taking him in my quarantine draft for the record. Even though I'm cutting him, he's still coming to quarantine.
Interesting.
Some inconsistencies here.
Yep.
He's going to really be happy with you at this quarantine. I'm telling you, because
real life Chris Pratt
it's
is different than movie and show Chris Pratt.
But real life Chris Pratt's great.
That's true.
Absolutely. He's great in both worlds. I had to make a choice though, Brian. Damn it.
That you did.
Rance. You see how it's all good to go, so you're ready to roll.
I'm keeping Chris Pratt. I've liked the Jurassic Park new movies. Enjoyed them a lot.
That last one was trash.
I liked it. I mean, that's fine. You can say it's trash. I respect your opinion.
I like Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah. I like him in Park and Rec.
Your opinion means a lot.
When he first got started, Park and Rec, it's great. He's hilarious in that. So, I watch a lot of those reruns during the day when I'm watching my daughter. So I'm keeping Chris Pratt. I'm cutting Ryan Gosling because I haven't really seen many of his movies at all. Like I couldn't really name a lot of them, honestly. I don't know.
Kitty will name them for you.
The Notebook.
Huh?
Kitty will name them all for you.
So I had to cut him because I haven't watched much of his stuff, but I'm going to trade. And I kind of talked about this before. I'm going to trade Ryan Reynolds, but I'm going to trade it for somebody that I hate seeing in films, so I wouldn't have to fucking ever listen or see their face again.
Solid.
And I'm going to trade Ryan Reynolds for George Clooney. He makes dog shit. He makes dog shit movies. I get tired of hearing him preach. I get tired of hearing him preach about political shit and environmental stuff. And I don't need to see him or listen to him again.
Oh, I love it. What a call. Oh, that shocked me. Shocking development on the Clearing Waivers podcast.
I love it. I had a drum roll in my brain, and boy, it delivered.
There are so many movies. There are so many movies on Clooney that I just love, and I would just.
Clooney movies are your type of movies. I can get that.
That is just. I don't even know what that means. That's just. Seems like a dig, though. Seems like a dig.
It's interesting.
He's also smug. He's smug as fuck.
The fart sniffer episode on South Park starred George Clooney.
Oh,
wow! This is all adding up.
George Clooney.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, it's full circle.
George Clooney was the dog in like the first episode too, or something like that.
He's an elitist.
Sounds right.
He's an elitist.
He played the voice of the dog in South Park the first episode, and they drag him. He tells 15 seasons later. I like it.
I love it.
The other winner of tonight is Brian. Brian, what's your keep trade, Cap?
Well, to me, it's an easy cut of Ryan Gosling. Baby Goose does nothing for me. Take him or leave him. You guys can take him. I'll leave him for you. I don't think he really adds anything to any movie that I have watched him in. I think he could be easily replaced. So he could be on mute while the movie's going on.
Have you seen him in Crazy Stupid Love?
I have.
Okay.
What have you? Oh my God! How many?
He's so replaceable. Like if you replace him with the triple threat Justin Timberlake in that role, you don't think you're gonna love that movie?
Oh, that is ridiculous! Absolutely. Have you seen any movie Timberlake's acted in?
Yeah, he's
a
rom-com genius.
He can't act his way out of a paper sack.
The Love Guru. He was very good actor in The Love Guru. And I can't see Ryan Gosling. I can't see Ryan Gosling being a hockey player in The Love Guru.
So,
oh my God, this baby goose just grit party will not stand.
I'm going to trade Ryan Reynolds, and I'm going to follow Rance's logic of being able to put somebody on virtual and audio mute every time they come on the screen, and that's my number one pick from last week's draft, Screaming A. Smith. I would love it if he's still on TV and everybody else has to listen to his bullshit, but I don't see or hear him talk. So I'm going to trade that out for Screaming A, get him on mute, and then keeping Chris Pratt. And I'm shocked, Josh, that you cut him. Because anyone else being Andy Dwyer on Parks and Rec, I think it just kills it compared to what we got out of it. So I've got to keep Andy Dwyer on Parks and Rec.
Well, he was such a – I think when he was written in, they didn't think he was going to be sticking around. They thought he would be done after the first season, so they specifically started writing him in because he was so good.
Yeah, and I mean, like we talked about earlier, in real life, he's an awesome guy.
Yep.
He's a guy you'd love to have a beer with. That's for sure.
But have you seen him in any of the other movies that he's in?
Yeah.
You see him in that Passengers movie?
No.
That movie was absolute garbage.
He was good in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of the what you guys were talking about, the
Jurassic World.
No. I did not watch those.
We saw him we watched a 5-year Engagement this last weekend where he's like the buddy. It was really good. He's good.
Best friend of Siegel, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, my keep is based all on Parks and Rec.
That's fair. Fair enough. And so that means you're cutting. Did you
Baby
trade?
Goose.
Yeah, okay. Yep, we got you.
Yeah.
Kitty.
All right.
As if we didn't already know.
Slander.
Give me
slander. Insane. Anyway, all right. Got to reset. Got to calm down. Don't make my picks on tilt.
Woosah.
This is a super tense episode so far. We haven't even got to the waiver wire.
Rub your earlobes.
All right. I'm with Josh, though. I'm going to cut Chris Pratt. I think that I could still really enjoy Parks and Rec even without Andy Dwyer. I think there's enough on that show where I think I could be okay watching that without him and enjoy it. not going to be as good.
Huge
Obviously.
part of it. Yeah.
Huge part of it, but yeah, I'm all right. Let's see. Now, this huge question. Reynolds or Gosling?
This is a huge
Baby
question
Goose
to
or
you?
Ryan Reynolds. Oh my God, these guys. I mean, you got Ryan Reynolds, 2 guys that grow in a pizza place, Just Friends, Van Wilder, Waiting. If I want some rom-com, I got The Proposal, The Change Up. He's also got Mississippi Grind, Hobbs and Shaw coming in. I mean, he's got some certified winners right there.
Mississippi Grind.
And you got Baby Goose
and the dude with a lisp that was in Bloodline.
Ben Mendelsohn.
Mendelsohn. That's right.
Oh,
Ben
yeah, he's
Mendelsohn.
good.
Yeah,
Gambling movie.
that's right. And then
Yeah.
we've got Baby Goose and Drive, The Nice Guys, Remember the Titans, Murder by Numbers, Lars and the Real Girl, Only God Forgives. I mean, just hit after hit after hit. Can't believe BK's talking this guy's just an average actor and is easily replaceable.
Those two
Just
lists
really
were
grinds my gear.
pretty close to the same, I have to tell you.
Really grinds my gears. So I think I'm going to have to keep Ryan Reynolds just for the 2 guys that grow in a pizza place. Give me the sitcom that I can get 4 seasons out of. I thought that show was hilarious when it came on. So I would really enjoy a rewatch of that one.
Somebody
All that
gonna go with
stuff you
that.
list, and you pick that as your deciding factor.
I know. It was hard. That's tough. I mean, there's
It's a
some
tough list.
great movies on both sides.
I mean, this is the first time that I think we've all pretty much had different lists. I think.
Yeah.
And so
I guess
I'm
me and
going to
Kitty are
get
the
rid
same.
of somebody. I'm going to go Rant style, and I'm going to trade Gosling for the Kardashians.
Oh,
So I never have to hear anything from that fucking family ever again.
that's good.
That's good. That's a good
If
one.
I have to keep it to just one Kardashian, Kim, you're out. Sorry, Gonski. That's it. It's over.
Mhm.
You're out. I don't
Good
know.
one.
Fair
Can't
enough.
take you.
I like it.
Very interesting.
Oh, that hurt though. That hurt. I took that Reynolds and Gosling battle in my head was in the heart. Took a while for me to figure out.
I was the same, but only with the better of the 3. I'm gonna have to take a
Just such
shower.
an arrogant-
I need to
God,
pause and
you're a
take
real
a shower
Schlansky.
after
Real
this.
Schlansky today.
I mean,
You have taken over the mantle.
obviously the rest of us are on off of the Gosling bandwagon enough that I think there's only one Schlansky and it's on brand per usual. Let's wash away the grime of having to make those decisions and let's make some better decisions here. Moving to the waiver wire. It's a good draft.
I like it.
I do need to start off by saying that I apologize to all the sink pissers out there for not getting the poll up this week. Just didn't work out sometimes. I'm completely confident that was probably going to be the one that Kitty finally won, but it just wasn't going to happen. It just not in the stars. So apologize.
I had a question about the poll this week, and
where was it? Just where was it? That was your question?
Yeah, what's it at?
I just got a little busy, and life happens. Life finds a way.
Let's all it up. So
It won't happen again. It probably happen again. But I'll do my best to get it up there every other time. But I did randomize the draft order to be completely fair here.
This is big.
Waiver priority
Josh
is
is number
going to
one.
be Brian is number 1, followed by Rance, followed by Schlansky, and then I'm bringing up
Me or you this week?
I'm bringing up the rear at number 4. So Brian, you're going to lead us off. What's your? Oh, I'm sorry. We need to talk about the category here. The draft you're going to have.
Corner for Josh.
The draft we're going to have is the top smells. Your favorite smells. Pretty simple. But the more you think about it, the longer your draft board gets because it's one for the ages. So
That's right.
let's get to it. Brian, you're leading us off. Go ahead. What's your number 1 pick?
I'm so glad I got the top pick because this is by far my number 1, and it is the smell of barbecue at the tailgate.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got so many grills, smokers going. You get all these just great things going through your nose. And, I mean, it just puts you in the mood to watch some college football, drink a lot of beer. So I'm going to say specifically barbecue smell at a tailgate.
Yep, I like it.
Very good.
It was
Very
number
good.
2 on my board. Very good.
Good steal. Good take.
Rance, what is your top smell?
Well, my top smell is, and you'll have to tell me if this is kind of the same, but I put the smell at the ballpark. Like when you get into ballpark with the brats going and the hot dogs going, the smell of the grass.
Grass is
when you walk into the stadium, it just has a different smell. The fresh air. It's got to be when you first walk into the stadium at the old ballpark. That's number one for me.
I like it. That's a good one. Hopefully we'll get to smell it within the next year.
The smell of the piss troughs.
Hey, stop taking pics.
Kitty, you're number 3, so I guess yours is the piss troughs. Kitty's just in there going.
I feel like I could wait longer. I feel like I could wait a little while for that pick, so I'm going to hold off on that. I might be around 4 for me.
Yeah, that's true.
But I have I felt like I could steal something from everybody just to be a jerk, but I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to take fresh chocolate chip cookies out of the oven.
Oh, yeah.
That is a beautiful smell because I know in about 5 minutes I'm going to be eating some delicious cookies.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just feels good. Even though I am an oatmeal raisin stan, I still like the smell of the chocolate chip out of the oven is way better.
That timer goes so slow because it just teases you the entire time.
That smell comes in way soon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It comes in early. So then it's really just a frustrating moment. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for them to come out of the oven.
Within a couple minutes, you can get the whiff of it.
Then you have to sit there and wait while they cool because they're just falling apart still. So you just got to grab into them early.
They don't usually meet the cooling rack in my house.
It's go from pan to mouth.
Just out of curiosity, where's this podcast land on oatmeal raisin cookies? I know Kitty's in. I'm in.
Oatmeal raisins are good.
Rance?
I hate raisins.
Yeah, I figured there'd be one of us.
No way we could have 4 people agree on that cookie.
Yeah,
no way.
One of the worst cookies out there.
Yep.
You mix 2 shitty-ass ingredients, oatmeal and raisins.
Wow. That's tough.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of tough, I've got all my Raisinets at the office still. I haven't been able to pick those up.
Oh, no. They're probably expired.
Oh, hopefully I sealed the bag tight enough. Whew.
They haven't made a Raisinette since 1960.
You'll find a way to choke those down, won't you?
Yeah.
I'll put them in the microwave, warm them up.
Ooh. What? Ooh, what is
I don't know.
happening?
If they're getting stale, I got to warm them up, heat them up, get them soft.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Thanks, Rance.
Was that like a 3-second microwave?
I don't know. I'll do some experiments.
All right, so that's also some live content we're gonna need from you. I'm excited about this because I got my number 1 overall pick. The one that kind of motivated and inspired this draft was I mowed my yard. So a freshly mowed yard is my number 1 smell, period. So I got it at the number 4 overall. I'm pretty excited about it.
I hate that smell.
How? Do you mow your yard, Kitty? Do you mow?
I just mow other men's yards, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Oh, come on. That's a joke from Kingpin. You don't mow another man's lawn.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, lawn. Yeah.
This episode brought to you by Manscaped.
Clemens. I got you now. And then fucking Munson slugs him in the gut.
I have not.
You didn't have to have beers with him afterwards.
Yeah, right. I didn't want to think we were in cahoots. I have not mowed a lawn in. God, it's been a great 25 or 22 years since I've mowed a lawn.
Outrageous.
Out of all
Impressive.
The things that I thought that would trigger from talking about mowing the yards, I did not think Kingpin would be it.
Nope.
I'm on the same page now. That's great.
I mean, just exceeding expectations since 2019. Clearing Waivers Podcast.
I only mow other men's.
You didn't have to rub Tabasco in his eyes.
In his eye. Yeah, that's right. Rub Tabasco in his eyes. That's so good.
Well, I'm gonna start off the second round here with my number 3 smell, a late addition to my draft board. We did the old B for D, breakfast or dinner tonight, and we fried some bacon. So fried bacon is now my pick.
Great one.
Love fried bacon.
That's a good one.
Have you guys baked bacon yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it on the smoker.
That's not solid. The baked bacon low in about 30 minutes, and it just melts in your mouth. Is a way to go.
Good old restaurant style right there.
Yep, I love it. Fried bacon. I got it. Kitty, you're up.
All right. I'm going to go back in the oven. We're going cinnamon rolls.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, I love how those things smell so good coming out.
God, all my shit is getting taken.
Rance's draft board's in shambles.
Deteriorated.
It's fucking ruined. It's fucking ruined. I got nothing left.
It smells real good when you drop that icing on top, and then you just get real close and smell the icing with the cinnamon roll.
Are those better? Is that a better smell than like the orange pastry orange rolls? I love those things.
I don't know if I've never smelled those.
They're like cinnamon rolls with orange hint to it.
Orange
I've never had that.
Yep, highly recommend.
They're good, but they're too cute. Just go with the good old original.
Too cute.
Gotcha. A little too hoity-toity right there. A little
Schlansky
type
real
of
Schlansky, Schlansky type of breakfast pastry. Cinnamon rolls, very good. Go to Rance. Rance, I'm kind of excited that if your draft board is gone, I just want you to make up some.
Yeah,
there's a couple things left. I'm scrambling, fellas.
Bowling alleys.
One of my.
I actually thought about bowling alleys and thought Rick Kitty might take it.
Yeah.
There's a very distinct smell at a bowling alley.
Do you have your?
There is.
Do you have your?
One of my picks up there that was still ranked up there was movie theater popcorn.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one.
Not bad at all.
I haven't been to a movie theater in a long time, but when you first walk in there, they got the popcorn going, and goddamn, they got the butter machine. I mean, I could just almost drink out of the butter machine. But that's neither here nor there.
That makes it perfect popcorn.
But it's good. Fresh smell of popcorn, right? Yep.
Yeah, we had one of those machines in high school.
That might be a smell you no longer get to smell either. There's a lot of movie theaters in trouble.
Well, they're just going to sell like 12 seats in a whole theater of 150 people. It'll be fine. I mean, every ticket's going to cost you $175 to see the movie, but,
microwavable popcorn.
Yep, gross popcorn.
The drive-in theater disgusting. Will be back.
I think that they're already talking about like they opened up. Yep,
true. Like that one thing I saw that one where they did they projected the movie on the side of the movie theater itself.
Yep.
So might see a lot of that coming up.
Yep. Very good. Brian.
Yep. So I got 2 picks here at the turn. First pick I'm going to take was number 2 on my big board, and that is chlorine at the pool. Chlorine's not a great smell, but as soon as you smell it, it hits. And there's nothing but fun times at the pool, so it's nostalgic. What's that look, Rance?
That's an interesting.
Burns the absolute fuck out of your eyes.
It's about the experience and the memory of it.
Well, he didn't say what you put in your eyes; it's what you smell.
Yeah.
Stop opening your eyes in the pool, Rance.
I wouldn't put fried bacon in my eyes.
Might burn too.
All right.
Okay.
Or freshly mowed grass.
All right.
I don't like the smoke.
Back off.
No, I
don't like the smell of chlorine though either, so it's okay.
I don't. Yeah, I don't like it either. That's the worst part about staying in hotels.
I know it's. Oh, that's a distinct hotel pool.
You walk in.
Oh yeah.
Punches you in the mouth.
Well, you're in closed space.
Yeah, that
has nowhere to go.
I got a weird smell coming up later, so I shouldn't do that.
All right. So far I've got all my top 3 are all here.
Okay.
Oh,
And
boy.
my third pick is a campfire. Nothing but good things sitting around a campfire, drinking some beers, swapping stories, maybe listening to some music. It doesn't smell great the next day on your clothes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one thing that didn't.
At the time being, I love being outside and smelling the campfire.
Yeah, that's a great.
Like it.
As it's happening, it's great. It's the next morning. What the hell is that smell?
Oh yeah, you can even smell it when you're taking like a shower because it's in your hair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You grab a pair of pants. Well, I wore these at the campfire. These are laundry time.
Yeah.
Ruined.
Needed burning.
Work pants now.
Yep. Rance, what is your third pick?
My third pick is when I was littler, my great-grandma used to always bake fresh apple pie. Like as soon as you come in through the door, when you come in through the door, it just, with the cinnamon sprinkled on top, I mean, it just doesn't get better than that.
Oh, that's good.
Delicious.
Really good.
Nice, fresh baked apple pie.
And it's the best pie out there, bar none to me.
I agree with that.
Smells better than it tastes.
Agreed. That's the correct answer.
You
take some apple pie with
get warm.
some ice cream, a little scoop ice cream on top, and you're not going to think that.
It's fine.
I got another option for you. Warm apple
No
pie.
chlorine.
Piece of nice cheddar cheese on top.
Oh, I've heard people do that.
It is delicious.
Gross.
Oh, you're serious?
Oh, you're serious?
It's delicious. It is good.
I thought you were just fucking.
Well, Rance, about your ice cream on your apple pie, some of us can't have ice cream. So you sit there with your ice cream privilege and sit there like you actually know about my struggle.
Ice cream on a brownie's way better than an apple pie.
It is absolutely better. Absolutely.
I'm going to go with apple pie.
Kitty.
Well, speaking of that ice cream on apple pie, I hope it's got some old vanilla extract in it. Because that is a good smell.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't hate that at
Love
all.
the smell of that vanilla extract. Oh, that is good stuff.
You should become a baker.
And not the cheap shit either. Not that cheap shit either.
Not that cheap shit.
They should make, every candle, every air freshener should be made with vanilla. Vanilla extract. So good.
Get you drunk too, right?
That probably takes quite a bit.
It probably does take quite a bit.
Might be worse for you to get drunk off than anything else.
You may die before you get drunk.
Yeah, right. Exactly. At least or liver failure. Maybe you have to get a new liver.
Hey, at least
dialysis.
I'll smell my coffin will smell like vanilla.
That's right.
I know none of your coffins are gonna smell like vanilla.
Nope.
I'm going to go, and I'm going to take this before Brian does because I think he's got his eye on it. But to go with my frying bacon in the morning, waking up to Mom's biscuits and gravy wafting through my nostrils. Ooh. Sweet Jesus. That remains probably my favorite food is old Debbie Poulter B's and G's.
I see how you're kissing up after questioning her last week.
It's just
you yelled at her last week for a vote.
That's exactly what that was. That's exactly what that was. That's a free vote right there for John.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
I'm not going to lie to you. He's not wrong because I have.
You've experienced old BGs.
Post float trip over
after sitting around a campfire.
Yep.
Kaiser's Montana. We had some nice B&G that next morning. Good
yep.
stuff.
Yeah. Great stuff. Shout out.
Did you eat it? Didn't one other time you fucking refused to eat her food or something, Kitty?
I didn't refuse to eat the food. AJ and I both ate around the nuts that were in the monkey bread.
You guys don't like nuts? You'll trim them
out of the bread
yard, but you'll dance around the nuts.
That's exactly what I'll do.
Yeah.
All day.
Ungrateful fuck.
A good landscaper.
Ungrateful. How dare you? I ate the monkey bread. I just
that monkey bread's also very, very good.
Oh, love you, Mom. Yeah. Smells great.
I'm gonna go with my final.
It was
pick.
very good.
My final pick is my weird one of my draft board.
Let's do this.
A lit match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is a weirdly yummy smell.
It's called a
Smell
cheap
that
air
about
freshener,
once-
Josh.
I
What?
smell that about once a day, Josh.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
Every,
that makes sense.
every time I take a grumpy, Josh, I got a lit match coming in my way.
I was never privy to that until I lived with
Uh-uh.
Kitty for a year. Then, I mean, it's a great move.
Does it taint the luster of a lit match smell?
No.
Well,
The
I'm
match
not
takes
talking
over
about
how-
immediately.
It depends on how
it takes
depends on how
so-
messy
whole poop
messy you are, I guess.
smell.
I want to know the science behind it, but I haven't Googled that first. So maybe we'll talk about that next show.
Interesting.
But it definitely, it works surprisingly
We
well.
need a fact checker to just answer all of our stupid questions that come up during the show.
For someone that smells it every day, I should have thought about that one on my list.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
like oversight for me.
Yep. Kitty, what is your final pick?
I'm gonna say the smell of fresh cut wood when you go by a wood shop. So like
I got
a sawdust
Lowe's.
smell, or just anything. I remember walking on K-State's campus, and there was a wood shop.
Yep.
Every day I'd walk by this wood shop, and it just smelled amazing.
Yep.
I love that
I
pick.
love the smell of fresh cut wood. Just
Lowe's is more
I
or
don't
less
know what
the
it
same,
is, just
same
so
smell
good.
as on
right
mine,
because everything's
sure.
gonna be in there. Yeah,
Yep.
I love it.
And the opposite of cut wood is the opposite of like the opposite of it is hot metal. You ever smell that? Like the
It's not
metal
great,
being
huh?
welded. Ugh.
I haven't done a whole lot of smelting in my day, Josh.
Not a big smelter. Kitty's not a smelter or a welder, or a
That's right.
muffler, apparently. So
We
that's-
did do some welding in college, just with my class, and I don't remember the smell, but I don't remember liking it at least. So
Yeah.
don't remember hating it as much, but it's not memorable at all for me.
Understandable.
So that's-
Rance, what is your final pick here?
And this is my weird one. This really gets me jump started in the morning right before class starts. I like to take a nice, fresh Expo marker and get a couple deep whiffs.
I saw that on some of the lists I read of best smells. I didn't know someone was going to take it. I love it.
It's great. It's great. It
I
has
don't-
to be new. It has to be brand new. It can't be one that's been used, but one that's brand new, fresh out of the package. You just
Rance is
couple
going
deep
to,
pulls, couple deep pulls off that
marker
bad boy, and that'll get
marker
you
a
going
day
in
for
the morning.
Rance. His trash can is just lousy with markers. Never been used. Just smelled once and thrown away.
I can't wait till Rance to get addicted to it. And he just walks around with like a Hitler mustache tied like colored.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's
right under his nose.
I mean, that could definitely be on My Strange Addiction, right?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Those
though,
people that
I mean,
eat
I don't.
paint.
I actually,
I
like
I
the
think
smell of
it
it too.
smells great. I think it's.
Sure.
I like the
smells
smell of it.
great.
But yeah, so
It's
there was
not- It's not quite as potent as like those old permanent markers. Not quite as potent, but it's
It's
still got
not
some
as
sting
sting on
potent
it.
as a Sharpie, but it's
Yeah.
got a look. It's just got enough, little
There
little
was-
zip to it. Got enough to it just to kind of,
there was a skit on the state where the guy opened up a mark and goes, "Wakey, wakey, Bob. Wakey, wakey."
It's a poor man
So there you
smelling
go,
salt.
Rance.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Just,
exactly.
just,
So
just a
good.
quick pick me up. Just a
Yeah,
quick pick
That's
me
right.
up.
That's all he was going for.
Rance is a
Nice.
marker sniffer. I don't hate it.
I love it.
Brian,
I
what is
love
the
that
final pick of your favorite smells?
Well, I had one on here that was very personal to me and anyone that's ever lived in Waldo area, and but it's just too close to Rance's. But anybody that's lived around Waldo in the fall, they start making their Topsies popcorn, and my God, it's heavenly. I mean, you can smell making the cinnamon flavor, you can smell making the caramel flavor, and like we'd always go to Tanner's. And like in the fall, it was so good because they were getting ready for Christmas popcorn tins. Oh, it was just heavenly, but it's too close to Rance's. I'm not taking it. I'm going to go stick to my list and say the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Coffee shops. Going into a coffee shop has that great smell, and almost just smelling the coffee like makes you more awake. So I'm gonna take the coffee smell.
Yeah, I like it. No, I remember just the when we once in a while you drive through downtown late at night, you get that there was they were grinding something up there. Some coffee shop was grinding, and you can smell that every time you drive through downtown at night. You have the windows down. That's an amazing smell. I'm not sure what the shop was.
The roastery is up there, right? Is that
yeah, probably
around there. Could have been them, but it was just there was some smell downtown that was fantastic with coffee.
Yeah,
I could totally get on board of that.
After you eat some authentic Mexican downtown.
Well, yeah, right, exactly. Go to South Coast Boulevard, real Mexican food rants, not your Chili's down in Appleton City.
Brian, you got us turned on to those. You got that candle that's a coffee smell.
Yep,
we got a few of those, and it was Christmas a couple years ago. We went down, had game night, came back, and I was really hungover. And we lit one of those candles, and boy, I was ready to throw up. So I think that's the
scarred,
tarnished the smell of coffee in the morning. Like even now when I brew it, I'm like, just stop brewing, just get in my mouth. I can't.
Yeah, those memories can be tough.
I'm surprised nobody took new car smell.
So yeah, I was gonna say, do we have any big?
I'm not a big fan of that one.
It was on my list.
Thought like basically walking into a Subway with the fresh baked bread. That's a good one.
I had Subway.
Baked bread's good.
I'm surprised nobody said
I wrote down
fresh baby
bread.
smell.
New baby's a good one.
Pipe
laundry,
smoke?
fresh laundry.
Yep.
Pipe smoke smells really good.
Yeah, I like pipe smoke.
Yeah, laundry's good.
I had fajitas on my list.
Oh yeah,
because when they bring those fajitas to the restaurant, and everybody in their head, they turn their head because it's sizzling, but also because grilled onions are my so good.
Go to.
I had springtime before rain.
What about gasoline?
Yeah,
that's one I don't like that one.
Really?
I don't like
you never been down the gas tank and just get your quick old whiz.
Another Rance pick me up.
When the expos aren't doing it for you.
Slightly, little higher, just to get you when you have a couple rough days.
You see Rance out in the parking lot at the school like.
Yeah, he's going through every car trying to find out which one's open.
So when you're done, do you purposely like drip some on your hands so that it sticks with you after the gas station?
I actually last week when I was filling up my gas can to mow my lawn, I dumped some quite a bit all over my shoes.
His favorite pair of shoes now.
Yep.
My mowing shoes, so I could just get a whiff of it the whole time I was mowing.
There you go.
Not bad.
One more I wrote down was smell of victory. I like that smell.
Oh, I knew that was going to be on somebody's stupid list.
Or I could go with napalm in the morning.
I knew it. That was the other thing. Jesus. I had the lake on a crisp autumn morn.
What does it smell?
It is the smell. And
lavender, peppermint. Both pretty good.
Yeah. My old townhouse somebody had planted peppermint in the back of it. That was a real fun.
Oh, nice.
Real fun smell. Good stuff. Good draft. We got some good smells. I'll try to post a poll to see who had the best list here. And in the Facebook page, we actually asked for you guys to let us know what we missed. So if you see us, all the results here, let us know what's your expo marker.
Armpits.
Oh my goodness.
Someone's musk. Very good.
Oh,
so
man Musk.
Let's get out of here with the final shenanigan.
Or Ron Burgundy. I missed your Musk, Ron.
Mr. Musk. Rich Mahogany. The waiver watch for this week.
Leather-bound books.
That's
what I should have gone with.
Kitty, I'm going to have you start us off here. I don't think you've gone first in anything yet, so I'm going to have you go first here. That was not a shot. I don't think I watched genuinely not a shot.
I thought you meant like I didn't get first place in anything.
I mean, if the shoe fits, wear it. But I mean, it wasn't meant to be.
That's true. All right. I don't think I watched anything new this week, so I'm going to go with what I watched Sunday night as a highly recommend. And I watched That Thing You Do. Love that movie. Tom Hanks, great in it. Tom Everett Scott as Shades, the drummer, great in it. Steve Zahn, always good in everything he does. So Just go out and watch that thing you do for the first time or the 100th time. Still good.
It's such a weird movie to think that it's really good because it shouldn't be.
It's somehow amazing.
It
and
is
that song
very good.
gets played so many times in it, and I never get tired of it.
Man, that should have ended up on our solo-only songs, or at least our karaoke go-tos.
Oh, I feel like the window's staying down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that song too much to deprive anybody else of it.
Maybe that's an entrance song for some of us.
Yeah, once you hear Shay, it's hit that drum beat, you know what's coming.
Let's go to Brian. What's your waiver watch for the week?
I'm going to use this time to talk about my observation from The Last Dance this last Sunday. And we've seen some crazy things in this so far, and some crazy things have been said. But I feel like the craziest one yet was said by Scottie Pippen on Sunday night when he talked about the game where they drew up the final play for Kukoc, and he wasn't going to get the ball, so he refused to play in the game. And then they have that meltdown in the locker room, and Cartwright, starts crying, yelling at him, and he's talking about Pippen was crying. Well, then they cut to Pippen in current time in the interview, and I believe he said, "I wish it never happened, but if I had the chance to do it all over again, I probably wouldn't change it." What the fuck? What? Like, it literally wouldn't have happened if you changed it. Like, what is the thinking behind this dude? Like, and it goes to, I think, a bigger picture where it feels like some people these days feel like they have to live their life with no regrets. And it's like, it's okay to have regrets, man, as long as you learn from them. Like, I have regrets sometimes when I order the wrong thing from the dinner menu. It's okay to have regrets and own them. You live and learn, guys. So I just thought it was a preposterous thing for him to say.
That's a crazy statement.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't change it. It's like he had every bit of control of that, changing that and not making it happen.
That's weird.
Oh, my God. Just preposterous.
This last week probably had, and I think Rance, you said it too, this was the best moment of the series so far is when, and I think it's been memed and all over social media, but when Gary Payton was talking about actually like defending Jordan really well and shutting him down, and Jordan getting the video of it and just started laughing. So funny.
Hysterically laughing.
So funny.
Laughed in his face.
And he was
villain laugh right there.
He did the Lions not concerned with sheeps or with sheep.
Yeah.
He did the whole like laughing. He's like, I like Gary. Gary's good.
Gary Payton was good. I mean,
was
he's the first ballot
very,
Hall
very
of
good.
Famer. Like he's an excellent player, and for him to fucking just laugh in his face like that, God Almighty.
Because even like you talk about like Isaiah Thomas, him like bringing up Isaiah Thomas, and like he immediately got like super pissed about it. But a legitimately good defender thinks that he did really well and statistically did really well against him in the games that he was pointing to. And Jordan was still like, all right, I mean, whatever you say, man. That's really cute. That's really cute is what I kept hearing. So that's legitimately been my favorite part of the documentary so far.
Well, I'm starting to love, as we build this up, along the way, he picks out certain guys to build these fake vendettas against.
Yeah.
Like, he makes up on his own that my coach thinks this guy plays good defense, so I'm going to ruin his life.
Yep.
And George Karl goes in the same restaurant as him, doesn't say hi, and so he's like, I'm going to ruin you now. And it's just like
poor Dan Marley. Poor Dan Marley got in the crosshairs.
He doesn't need anything. He's just always looking for, just one little thing. And
feels like it goes back to his getting cut from the high school basketball team, and all of a sudden that's his motivation. He just tries to find something that'll get him going to the next chip. Get to that next chip on the shoulder. Okay, I got cut from my high school team. Now I'm going to be best ever, or make high school team. And then he goes to college. He's got to find that next little chip to get him, climb that next little mountain that he needs to get up to.
MJ clearly stole that from LT in the program.
What?
When he was talking about, like, you're that guy. You're the guy that raped my sister. Your offensive lineman's like, no, it wasn't me, man. No, it wasn't me.
That wasn't LT.
It was LT.
Alvin Banks.
LT wasn't in the program.
He was in Any Given Sunday.
Yeah, he was in Any Given Sunday, man.
It's the same movie.
Alvin Mack.
Yeah, same movie. You're true. That's right. That's
Well, yeah, you're exactly right, Josh.
While I'm on a roll, I'll go ahead and give my waiver watch for the week. We started watching on Netflix Win the Wilderness. Anybody see this?
Nope.
So basically there's this couple that went out into the wilderness of Alaska 30 years ago and built like a house. They just started cutting down trees, built this cool shelter to kind of do a temporary thing, and then over the years have just like built up this awesome house. And it was really, really cool to see like the construction and what they were able to do with the land and stuff as they went on. But this show is centered around that family, and they're getting old, they're about to die, so they don't have any family to leave it to, so they want to find a couple to leave the land to. So for some reason they got 6 British couples. I don't know why they're British, but there's 6 British couples that were trying to win the inheritance of this Alaskan wilderness home. And it was just kind of really cool to see like I said, the construction of it, but kind of seeing what they have to deal with on a regular basis. Like they talk about there's 1 bear to every square mile out there, 1 black bear. And they were talking about how black bears are more dangerous than grizzly bears out there. It's just really, really cool, like ins and outs to think of how different their lives are compared to ours at the moment.
And they will tear your shit up.
They
If
talk
anyone
like,
knows how to deal with a bear, it's a UK. Probably from the UK. They know bears.
they all have like little cans of bear mace on their hip instead of guns.
Oh,
But
man.
the guides and stuff that they get have like just they're strapped all the time. But it is very interesting. I would recommend checking it out. It is good. Rance, I think that leaves us with you. What's your waiver watch for the week?
Last night, about 9 o'clock, I was looking for something to watch, and we get Disney Plus. Now, just don't judge yet.
Nope.
So I got on Disney Plus.
Already am.
Watched the movie. I watched the movie Togo with William Owen. It's about a sled dog.
Sled dog.
It talks. You know how Balto was supposed to be a hero? Yeah, Balto was the hero of delivering the medicine or whatever. Wrong. This Togo dog was the leader of the sled pack, and he was the one that went over 200 some. Yeah, you got to watch it. It's good, man. It's really good. It's like kind of like Iron Will or White Fang. You guys remember those movies at all?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can laugh it out. This shit's, I mean, this is good. I mean, this is a good movie.
I am very appreciative of your weird beef with Balto.
I just never heard of this other dog that
exactly.
we're talking about.
This other dog got blackballed. They like shamed him. I mean, he didn't get the credit
I've never heard of any of these dogs.
Togo.
Come to find out, Balto, he's a puss. He only went like 30-some miles.
Punk bitch.
Togo went over 200 miles of this delivery of this fucking elixir that they're trying to fix. It's not a cartoon. It's an actual movie. And William Dafoe's great.
Dafoe, yeah.
Willem
there we
Dafoe.
go.
He's good.
Now I'm in.
I'm saying just check it out. It's not bad. I know it's on Disney Plus, but I mean.
But it's not a cartoon.
Josh, it's not a cartoon. It's an actual movie. Josh is
that lowers my
face,
interest.
And he just described somebody building a house in Alaska and bears and shit. So why can't I talk about sled dog?
I wasn't laughing at you, guy. I mean, don't be sensitive here. I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at your weird beef with Balto. You're ready to fist fight Balto the dog.
Well, they constructed a statue of Balto, and he really didn't deserve it. So I
a bitch ass.
Balto is a pussy compared to Togo.
Clearing Waivers is officially a Team Togo podcast.
Big time.
I'm in. I
would have never known about Togo unless I watched that movie last night. So now I've learned a lot, like a nice history lesson.
Like, when had you heard of Balto before this?
I have. I know a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
What movie is he in? I mean,
Balto. There's a movie called Balto.
It is?
What? There's some cartoons about Balto. They've written books about Balto.
Balto.
No idea. Never heard of Balto.
Interesting.
Well, he's a loser anyway.
That's a good for me. I didn't know
Togo.
my mind with lies.
Skip the Balto.
Balto
Go
lies.
Togo.
All this time, we've been lied to about Balto. He's really not that great.
Propaganda.
Yep.
Finally, the truth is seeing the light.
Fake
Togo.
news.
Yep.
I opened your guys' eyes tonight about Togo.
I feel enlightened.
More
to be
importantly,
honest with you.
about Balto.
Well, yeah,
Right.
Balto's a
Pro
fraud.
life.
Hashtag
Yeah.
fraud
Yeah,
as
we don't
fuck.
He took all the credit too. What a bitch.
Let's get that hashtag trending. Every
Yeah.
St. Pictures. Balto a fraud.
I don't know. There's just so many competitors for title or titular honors for the night. Balto is fraud or something.
I like that one.
That ilk. I mean, that's a strong.
Balto is a fraud. It's a good title.
Balto is a fraud.
They got a statue in New York City. He is a fraud.
Why New York?
I love it.
Great question.
All right.
I don't know.
Probably what the stupid publisher of some book or movie was.
This is why we need a fact checker so they can answer our stupid questions like we talked about earlier. Well, that's going to do it for the Clearing Waivers podcast this week. I do want to thank all my co-hosts for joining me this week and bringing the thunder once again. Thank all you stink pissers for joining us once again. Appreciate your support. Go subscribe, download, get your friends on it. Get involved with us at the social media platforms. And I would encourage you guys to go check out the KCPN, Kansas City Podcast Network. They do have some other podcasts on there that are very, very good. So highly recommend you check us out on the YouTubes and the podcast platform in itself. But we'll do this again next week. We'll see you then. Ta-ta for now.
The day is done. Now the night has begun. Nerves in a restless crowd. The burning sun. Now nowhere to be found. Deeper to ground. 'Cause I have faith that nobody else can protect you, no. Our page is burning, we'll all be dead under virgin snow. I have faith that nobody else can protect you, no. Our page is burning, we'll all be dead under virgin snow. So hold your body close to the flames. Don't go so wide, walking away. Hold your body close to the flames. Don't go so wide, walking away. A loaded gun. Pressed against my brow. 'Cause I wonder how all this undone. close to the flame.